Hastur, the king in yellow, the unnameable horror, the feaster from afar, the unspeakable one, him who is not to be named. The entity known as Hastur has many titles, each evoking dread. Among the cryptic horrors of the Cthulhu Mythos, Hastur remains one of the most enigmatic figures. His influence is shrouded in mystery, madness, and forbidden knowledge, often tied to the yellow sign, a talisman that grants power, but at an unspeakable cost. Those who gaze upon it become ensnared in Hastur's influence, unable to escape his grasp. Today, we are once again delving into the Cthulhu Mythos, exploring one of its more obscure yet influential deities. Contrary to popular belief, Hastur was not created by H.P. Lovecraft. His origins trace back to Ambrose Bierce's 1893 short story, Haita the Shepherd, where he was depicted as a benign god of shepherds. However, as the mythos expanded through later writers, his identity transformed into something far more sinister. Lovecraft himself briefly mentioned Hastur's name only once, in his short story, The Whisperer in Darkness. It was merely listed among other deities and places, leading to decades of debate regarding whether Lovecraft envisioned Hastur as an entity or merely a location within his mythos. Over time, however, Hastur became recognized as one of the Great Old Ones, a powerful being tied directly to Lovecraft's larger mythological framework. The origins and realm of Hastur is the child of Yog-Sothoth and the half-brother of Cthulhu, making him one of the most powerful beings in the mythos. He resides in Carcosa, a mysterious and ancient city originally introduced by Ambrose Bierce and later expanded upon by Robert W. Chambers. Carcosa is often depicted as a ruined, otherworldly metropolis filled with eerie monolithic towers and black domes under a sky filled with dark stars. Its light comes from twin suns, which eventually sink into the Lake of Hali, casting the city into an eternal darkness. This eerie landscape is central to the lore surrounding Hastur, as it is where the king in yellow dwells. The many faces of Hastur, like many of the cosmic horrors in the Cthulhu Mythos, does not have a single definitive form. His most recognizable manifestation is the king in yellow, a towering figure draped in a tattered yellow robe, his face hidden behind a mask devoid of all emotion. What lies beneath the mask is unknown, and those who have seen it are said to have descended into insanity. Unlike Cthulhu, who is typically depicted as an enormous squid-like entity, Hastur's form varies. Some depictions describe him as a mass of writhing tentacles, while others suggest a humanoid figure with elongated limbs and a skeletal frame. His avatars serve as extensions of his will, allowing him to influence the world without fully manifesting in our reality. One of the most terrifying descriptions of Hastur's form comes from Joseph Payne Brennan, who describes one of his avatars as a shriveled black monstrosity with razor-sharp tentacles capable of piercing skulls and siphoning out the victim's brain. This stands in stark contrast to the benevolent god of shepherds first introduced by Ambrose Bierce, showcasing how his legend has evolved over time. The power of the yellow sign, one of Hastur's greatest tools of influence, is the yellow sign. Those who gaze upon it fall under his control, unable to resist his influence. Some become obsessed with the king in yellow, spreading his will unknowingly. Those who attempt to escape his grasp often find themselves visited by Hastur himself, ensuring their submission. The yellow sign has been described as a cursed talisman, its origins unknown. Some claim it was created by Hastur's cult, while others suggest it is a fragment of Carcosa itself, imbued with the eldritch power of the king in yellow. Regardless of its origins, its effects are undeniable. Those who come into contact with it lose their free will, their minds slowly unraveling until they become nothing more than servants of Hastur's will. the rivalry between Hastur and Cthulhu. Hastur is often portrayed as the rival of Cthulhu, though the reason for their animosity remains unclear. Some theories suggest that Hastur's cult is actively preparing for a final confrontation with Cthulhu, seeking to destroy him when he eventually rises from his slumber. Others believe that Hastur and Cthulhu are simply two opposing cosmic forces, their conflict an inevitable consequence of their existence. Regardless of the truth, Hastur's growing cult and influence make him one of the most dangerous entities in the mythos. His followers, much like those of Cthulhu, seek to bring about their master's return, though their methods remain shrouded in mystery. Hastur in popular culture. Hastur's influence extends beyond literature. In recent years, his presence has been felt in modern media, most notably in HBO's True Detective, Season 1. The series features numerous references to Hastur's mythos, including mentions of Carcosa, black fallen stars, and the infamous King in Yellow. The season's antagonist is even nicknamed the Yellow King, directly tying him to Hastur's legend. The influence of Hastur can also be seen in various video games, novels, and tabletop RPGs, where his cult, the Yellow Sign, and Carcosa continue to appear as major elements. His presence in pop culture is a testament to the enduring power of his mythos and the eerie fascination he inspires. Final Thoughts. Hastur is one of the most intriguing figures in the Cthulhu mythos, not only because of his complex and evolving history, but also due to his deep psychological horror. Unlike other great old ones, whose horrors are often physical, Hastur's terror lies in the mind, his influence creeping into the thoughts of those who hear his name, see the Yellow Sign, or read the forbidden play, The King in Yellow. His rivalry with Cthulhu adds another layer of cosmic intrigue, making him a compelling force in the mythos. But what exactly is Hastur's cult planning? Are they truly preparing for war against Cthulhu? Or is their goal something far worse, something beyond human comprehension? If you've watched True Detective, did you recognize the eerie references to Hastur and Carcosa? How do you think Hastur's mythos compares to that of Cthulhu? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. As always, this has been Mythology and Fiction Explained. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story and want to hear more ancient legends and folklore, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to Story Seeker. Don't forget to click the notification bell so you never miss a new story. See you in the next adventure.